Hi, I'm Hayden. Welcome to my channel. Hey, I'm Hayden, and I play one of the angels, and I made my angel name Violet.
Hello. Hey, I'm Jayland. I'm one of the angels, and I made her name Maya Little Friend.
Sorry. Hi, I'm Justin. Thank goodness I didn't have to make up a name. I'm Lola.
I'm Daniel Stuart Nelson, and my angel's name is Patty Bouret.
I'm Al Bonner, and my angel's name is Dang.
Great, amazing!
Drag culture, you know, when I first moved to Memphis, I'd never seen a drag queen before. I didn't know that that was a thing that existed. I always thought it was just men that wanted to be women when I was first, you know, coming up. But it was explained to me that it's about the artistry, and when you look at drag queens, a lot of what they do is original art form, like the makeup. They have to know how to do their own makeup. They have to know how to make and create their own costumes. So now they're costume designers, they're makeup artists, they're performers. They know how to do, you know, all of these things.
Drag just bleeds creativity nonstop. Like, yeah, there's the glitz and the glam, but there's also like lip syncing. And if you've never lip synced before, it is one of the hardest things ever. But like, you gotta do your hair, makeup, choreography. You gotta like address your audience. Like, you don't just get up there and perform to a blank wall. You're performing to like people like down below you, in the back, there, like all over the place.
And
it's
you
just
off of that energy too.
Yeah.
You get from them too.
Yeah.
It's about direct contact in that drag culture world. Yeah.
Pulling drag into musical theater, though, which is different in its own way, because there is set choreo that these ladies always be getting right, okay? And then the costumes are pulled for you. So it's about finding you're still like your own persona within what you've been given, you know? And like, there's a photo, I think you used it for the quiz cover photo of, and it's my favorite photo of the angels and Lola, because you can each one's own personality. There's Al being extra, throwing up an arm that's not there in a choreo. There's me who is adjusting his hips. There's me who's just giving you full like limp wrists, and then there's Jayland who's fixing his hair and prim and proper, and then Diva in the front who's just here. You know what I mean? Individual it's so important within the whole choreography as well. So musical theater is a whole different challenge for drag queens.
Yeah. People seem to think that we're drag queens, and I want to make it very clear that I've been an actor since I was 16 years old, and I'm still an actor. I love drag, and I appreciate drag, and bringing drag into this musical theater world is, like he said, a whole different ballgame.
Because it's major props to drag queens who do it full time.
Full time, yeah.
We get lucky where our wigs and our dresses are made for us.
Yeah.
We wear the same one every performance, where you can't come out onto a drag stage with the same outfit, the same look, because you will get clowned.
We don't have to sit at the drawing board, which is great.
Yes, Paula Abdul. I'm obsessed with her. That woman can dance the house down.
Straight up.
She can outdance anyone. Okay, straight up.
Beyonce. She's somewhere between Beyonce and Jackson State University, Princeton.
Come on. I get that.
But Diane has her own backstory. Diane is Lola's bitter cousin. They auditioned together, and Diane is a little salty because Lola won, and then, you know, Lola was down a dancer, and that's the only reason. So she's born again Christian, and she's
You're the replacement. I'm the dance captain. Lola's the star. Jayla, who are you, girl? Come on.
I base my drag queen off of Bob the Drag Queen, just because I love comedy and like the sense of humor that she brings to every performance.
Lady Gaga, but also like a mixture of a Spice Girl. So she's like very like 90s, loves her pigtails, kind of digs the boobs. You know, they bounce around.
You don't have a this is moving.
What is it? But also, Violet's a little shady. Like, she's gonna sit there and she's gonna be the one trying to do the best choreo while smacking her
Which is never
dance
gonna
partner in the face.
Now we got
Violet also is the one who's like, say if she was an attorney, she'd be the one that divorces all 6 of her husbands to get all the money. They didn't sign up for you. What else?
Reading came first.
Come on. Bring us there, mother.
Yeah.
Teach the children.
That's when Paris is Burning, as we told everybody to go watch Paris is Burning. So reading is literally going for someone's jugular and neck and literally telling them everything about them that is not right, that is not cute, that you are not happy with, and reading them their rights up and down.
If you want to read you down the head.
Now shady is different. Shady is a little bit more. Shady's like you get jabbed in the side over here,
And you don't know
and
you've
you didn't
been
know you
stabbed.
got jabbed. until maybe 2 minutes later you're like, am I bleeding?
I like to say,
That's shady.
I like to say, I don't know.
Reading the knife comes from the front. Shady, the knife comes from like the side of the back.
The biggest thing to leave this show with is that you can change the world when you change your mind, and you should just be who you are. And if someone's not on board with that, then they're not supposed to be on your team. You know? Live your life, be true to yourself, accept others, love them for who they are.
Your little things that you may think are quirks, and even being body positive and all those different type of things like that. Be who you are 100%. Your crowd will come. Your people will come. My grandparents came to this show last week, and I didn't know that they were coming. And I didn't expect them to come in. My grandparents are 80 plus years old, so I didn't expect them to come just because they are 80 plus. They've seen me in tons of shows, but again, never as a drag queen. So I didn't want to push that on them. And then I got a phone call from my grandfather the next morning saying how much they loved the show. And I think it was just, for me, I underestimated them a little bit. I didn't meet them halfway like we always have. And I think it was just another learning lesson of being like, you just don't, be yourself. Be yourself and be willing to be open to people that you love and people that love you, and you just never know. Like, we met each other halfway. For me, I didn't want to be disrespectful to them because, people 80 plus seeing drag queens, that's a different time and everything for them. But hey, I underestimated them, and I learned to change the world if I changed my mind a little bit with that process.
I just went blank.
And he immediately saw dollar signs.